Hello everyone. So this video is going to be the answers for homework. I'm doing it in detail so that in case if anyone misses the steps, they will understand. But it's totally up to you whether you watch the video or not. Okay. So let's start by understanding these triangles first. So this angle is 40. This angle is 100, right? Wait a bit. I bring it down. Okay, so this angle is 90 degrees as they have already shown you, and this angle A is 50. So classify triangle ABD depending on their angle, they said. So triangle ABD. So triangle ABD, this is 50, this is 100. Already it's a very big angle, more than 90 degrees. So from this itself you can find out that it's an obtuse angle, as this is a very small angle. So it's not gonna give us any kind of help in solving. So ABD is going to be an obtuse triangle. Okay, so triangle ADC. ADC. So that's literally basically they're talking about the whole triangle. So when you look at it as a whole triangle, you can see that this is marked as a right angle. So what does that make triangle ADC? This angle is 50, this angle is 40, so this angle is 90 degrees. So that makes it a right triangle. Okay. The next one is triangle BCD. So BCD, they're talking about this triangle here. So now we know this angle is 40 degrees. We need to find how much is this angle as well as this angle. Now to find out how much is this angle, you have to do 100 minus 180 minus 100. So 180 minus 100 will make this an 80 degrees angle, because the angles on a straight line. So angles on a straight line make up 180. So 100 part of the angle is 100. The remaining part is going to be 180 minus 100. That will give us 80. Now what about this angle here? We need to find out how much is this angle. Now there are two ways to do. Either you find out this angle, okay, that's 100 plus 50. That will give you 150, and then 180 minus 50, because all the three angles in a triangle must add up to 180. So this is going to be a 30-degree angle. Now this, all they said is 90. So if part of it is 30, the remaining part is going to be 90 minus 30, which is going to be 60 degrees. So 40, 80, 60. That means that makes it an acute triangle. So there are many ways to find. In fact, you can even add 80 plus 40 and then subtract from 180, because all the three angles should make up 180. However, you get this angle is going to be 60 degrees. So that makes it an acute triangle. Okay, let's move to the next question. Classify each triangle by its side length. Now they are concerned about the sides. Okay, they did not give us anything, rather they gave us only some lines which states that all the sides are equal except this. Okay, so triangle GIJ. GIJ. So they're talking about the whole triangle. So this is 6.9 and this doesn't have a number. Now if you want to be more clear, you can simply replace any number you want to. So let me make this as 3. So if this is 3, this is also going to be 3, and this is also going to be 3. Now because this part is equal to this part, that is also going to be 3. So GIJ, GIJ. So G to J is 6.9, J to I is 3, and I to G is 6, because you will add 3 plus 3. So 6, 6.9 and 3, that makes it a scalene triangle. Next is triangle HIJ. HIJ. So HIJ, all the three sides are equal. That makes it an equilateral triangle. Now if you could do without the numbers, it's better, but I just wrote so that if anyone has confusion, you can also do it in this way, just to show that I wrote the numbers. And triangle GHJ. So G, H and J, this triangle here. Definitely that's not going to be an equilateral because this is 6.9 and this side is 3, this side is 3. So two sides are 3 and one side is 6.9. So two sides are equal means that makes that an isosceles triangle. Hopefully you've got the answers right. Let's go to the next question. Find the side lengths of each triangle. Again, as already we had discussed in the previous video, you have to find the value of x first. So to find the value of x, we need an equation. So for equation, you can say that these two sides are equal. They have already given. So we are going to write the equation as x plus 1.4 equals 3x minus 0.4. So that means it's going to be x minus 3x equals negative 0.4, negative 1.4. I'm not going to teach you the rules of algebra here, so you need to understand. X is going to be 0.9. Almost you're done with half of the question. You found the value of x. Now substitute it in each of the lengths and find out the length of each of the sides. So let me start by any side. You can choose any side. Let me start by R and Q. Okay, that's x plus 1.4. So x is 0.9 plus 1.4, that is 2.3. So RQ is 2.3. Now P, I can say RP is also 2.3 because they both are congruent. So I'm just going to write this statement here saying RQ is congruent to RP because according to them, they both sides are equal. So that makes this RQ equals RP. So that makes 2.3 equals 2.3. So RP is also going to be 2.3. Alright, so we don't need to do any calculations there. If you want, you can substitute in place of x 0.9 and find out. But already we have found for one, so we don't need to find for the other one. Now let's find for PQ. Now for PQ, you have to find out because that's not an equal side. So 0.1 x plus 0.1, x was 0.9 plus 0.1, so that gives you a 1 whole. So the distance, the length of PQ is 1. The length of RQ and RP are 2.3 respectively. The next question says, now this is a fractional question. You need to be a bit smart when you're solving this. You need to think a little bit carefully. Okay, so they said they made it more easier by saying that all the three sides are equal. So you take any two easier sides for you to solve. Okay, so I feel these two are easier. So let's take them and write the equation. So I can say ST is congruent to SU, right? That makes both of them equal. So ST is equal to SU, which means, let me do it here, 2n plus 3 over 4 equals 7n. Okay, you need to solve this. 3 over 4 equals 7n minus 2n, right? So 3 over 4 equals 5n. Now n is going to be equal to 3 over 4 divided by 5, right? Because it's multiply, 5n means multiply. So to remove the 5 from there, you need to do the opposite, which is divide. All right, so let's divide this. So you cannot divide it like this, right? So anyhow, you cannot divide a fraction. You need to flip it. So we have to do KCF here. But before we do KCF, let's change this thing first. So let's change this into a mixed number. That will give you 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 3 is 15 over 4 divided by 5 over 1. that makes it keep it, change it, and flip it. So that will end up with 15 over 20. Now, if you can simplify, do simplify. Yes, we can further simplify. So that makes it, here I have not written n, n equals, you can simplify it with 5. So that makes it 3 over 4. So the value of n is 3 over 4. Okay, now you can just replace any one side with 3 over 4 and find out, because that makes all the other sides equal too. Okay, so all what I'm going to do is I'm just going to multiply and take any easy one. Let me take SU. But let me write the statement first. ST is congruent to SU, which is also congruent to TU. So ST, which is 7n, is going to be 7 multiplied by 3 over 4. So that will leave you with 21 over 4, which makes it 5 1 over 4. So the length of ST is 5 1 over 4. So because ST is 5 1 over 4, so what is, sorry, this ST or SU? Is SU, right? SU is 7n. So SU, I took SU because it's easy to multiply, it has only 7. So SU is equal to 5 1 over 4, as well as ST is also going to be 5 1 over 4 because it's equilateral. It's an equilateral triangle. Also, TU is also going to be 5 1 over 4. So you have to be careful in such questions, because when you solve the fraction wrong, definitely you will have to face the consequences. Your answer will be wrong. Okay, so do remember how to solve them correctly. Do follow the steps carefully. If you follow the steps carefully and concentrate a bit, definitely you'll get the answers right. So hopefully you have understood this part, and hopefully your answers are right. So till we meet again, keep practicing.